we go. Let's do a spooky book. And Halloween is over, so I'm late. Had a weird couple weeks, so wanted to jump into a book review again. Read Dracula. It was really, really good. I enjoyed it.
I'm going to do a review with a mask on of The Super Life of Ben Branger by Marcus Emerson.
When are you going to do it?
I'm going to do it maybe about Wednesday.
Whenever I finish my
script. Okay, see you soon.
So just want to let you guys know that this is going to have spoilers in it. Dracula's an old book. If I spoil it for you, I'm sorry. I do think you should read it, so come on back after. I will see you then. But yeah, from this point on, tons of spoilers. So wanted to let you guys know, everybody kind of knows Dracula's story. We have at least an idea of it. And it's one of those things that it's such a huge part of our culture. We just understand Dracula's a vampire. We understand Dracula is Vlad of Transylvania. So we kind of had that backstory where we knew who he was, what he did. He was Vlad the Impaler before. He's based on a semi-real person, but he was then, given the moniker of Dracula, and so it's neat to really get his story more. I definitely wanted to dig deeper into this. It was one of those things for me where it was like, I've always enjoyed vampire stories. I think they're scary. They should be scary. The way he was presented here was scary but mysterious. But what we got to see from Jonathan Harker and his level of fear was really impressive. It was neat to go through and see his progression of, I know this guy's weird. This is something that I can tell is just crazy. And you kind of are brought in through Jonathan. And as you realize that Jonathan is being taken in by this guy and not only scared, but he's being set up. Dracula is setting him up to take the fall for a bunch of murders so that he can get Jonathan out of the picture and have his way with his lady. So you see the manipulation in this instance of what Dracula wants to do. And then we get the boat ride over, we get the creepiness with the wolf and the connection with him and wolves. I really enjoyed the Van Helsing movie with Hugh Jackman and Kate Beckinsale. I know it was bad, but I had never heard the connection between vampires and werewolves before that. And it was neat to see that they didn't pull that just out of their butts somewhere. It was actually pulled from the actual Dracula movies, where Dracula had an control-ish over the wolves, and so that was neat. And he then could control people in the world around him. I feel like with all classics, you get that meandering kind of tone. I think you could have definitely sped up what was going on or added more intense things to it. The way we see him slowly just devouring Lucy is really neat. It's kind of we know something's happening. We understand that it's very vague. We kind of see this all through Mina's eyes, that Lucy is just wasting away, and everybody wants to be with Lucy, and she is more impressed by a monster. The level of charisma that he must have is just fantastic. Really cool to see, really interesting where we bring in Van Helsing and he kind of immediately knows what's going on, which might break the realism a little bit there, but I mean, it is a monster story. So, and then it's neat to see that Jonathan was so scared when he finally makes it back. He has no memory of what happened. He's like, oh yes, I was scared. I ended up watching the movie, so I'm probably interlacing a few things. Bram Stoker's Dracula with Keanu Reeves and Gary Oldman, fantastic movie. You should read the book and then watch the movie. Both of them are great in their own way. And I'm probably putting them two together because I read the book and then I watched the movie. Very, very close together. So if I do mix anything up, I am truly sorry. I'm trying to go back to my notes. I read this about 3 weeks ago and forgot to do the summary on it, and I apologize for that. I should do a better job. I'm sorry. So for me personally, I really enjoyed the final chase in the movie a little bit better than the book. feels like we took so much time really doing the inner between part of the book. Felt like we spent a whole lot of time in the middle part of the book, and then when we finally do get to the end where we're doing the final chase, we're going to kill Dracula, it feels like it was just, okay, let's do this real quick. I don't know if that was a writing style of the past, how they kind of used to do it. They wanted to build you up and then very quickly end, kind of finish the story well. I would have liked a little bit more of a ramping up, and not a up and down, kind of, bad stock market day. But I enjoyed it. I really, really did. It's one that I'm going to keep, one that I'm going to recommend to other people, one that I'm going to give to my children. So if you like the review, let me know. I was kind of a little scatterbrained because I had to try to remember things. I actually did have to reread a few things, so I didn't get too far off. I forgot Lucy's name. Really wanted to remind myself and not give a, oh, I think this is what happened, because I don't appreciate when people do that to me. So try not to do it to you guys. Really thank you guys so much for coming through. I know my life has been a little crazy, been working all the time. We're doing a mission trip at the end of the year, going to support some missionaries that are serving in Africa, some missionaries that are serving in Nepal, and Italy, and Portugal. So we're going to go and help them out at the end of the year. So I'm working a ton of overtime trying to help pay for that, because we are flying to London to support them and their families, kind of bring them up and encourage them. Hopefully the content doesn't go too bad. I'm kind of going to try recording 1 or 2 videos every time I record. Maybe that way I can try to get back on schedule. So if there's anything you guys want to say or how you felt about the book, I know a lot of people probably read it for Halloween. That's why I want to do my review on it. I did read it for Halloween. Not a big scary movie person, kind of reading it right now. Actually listening to it on audiobook. But it is really good. I'm enjoying it. I'm probably going to watch the movie, but I just watched the trailer just a few minutes ago, and it's pretty scary. I don't know if the book's not scaring me, but the movie looks pretty scary. So we'll see how we get with that. Thank you guys so much. Leave a like if you can. Sharing the video makes my life so much easier. People that I don't know, and maybe they would like my content. So no pressure though if you don't feel like doing it. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.